Hi, it is Jazz here and thank you so much for joining me for today. Today we're going to be doing a beginner Pilates and I'm going to have a go at talking through all the exercises and the breathing, and we're going to really focus on the control of all the movements. So if you are brand new to Pilates, hi and welcome. Pilates is a fantastic way of moving your body. There are so many benefits to Pilates. It does take a bit of practice, so do stay patient and be kind to yourself as you learn the movements. Okay, let's have the feet hip width apart, knees nice and soft. I'm just going to roll the shoulders up and back down and just take some nice deep breaths. Just so we can practice mobilizing that body. And with your breathing, think inhale through the nose and exhale out through the mouth. Wonderful. And then gently release. Good, we're going to take it into the hips and draw some hip circles. So with Pilates, you'll find the movements are very small. They are simple, but really effective. And it's finding that control with the movement. I would much rather quality over quantity. And then change the direction. Fantastic, and then bring it back to center. Okay, we're going to practice a Pilates roll down. So we're going to inhale. On the exhale, you're going to bring your chin to your chest. You're going to relax the arms out in front, and we're going to start to roll ourselves down. Take your time as you roll down. Relax the arms out in front. If those legs are feeling particularly tight, you can actually pop a slight bend in the knees, and we're aiming to create a beautiful curve in that spine. You can give the arms a bit of a wiggle, or you can reach for the elbows and just go from side to side if you'd like to. Just take some nice deep breaths. Wonderful. And then inhale. On the exhale, we're going to restack. So I want you to think about drawing that core in. So we're trying to draw the belly button in. Relax the arms out in front, and we're just going to start to restack. Head comes up very last, and then we'll take the hands behind, and we're going to try and lean back as far as we comfortably can. Okay, let's practice another roll down. So let's inhale. On the exhale, drop that chin to the chest. Relax the arms out in front. Draw that belly button in, and then we're going to start to roll ourselves down. Hopefully you can reach just that little bit further. Same again, we can wiggle those arms. You can reach for the elbows and go from side to side. Think inhale through the nose and exhale out through the mouth. Wonderful. And then when you're ready, we're going to take it down onto the mat. Okay, so the very first position we're going to come into is an all fours. So hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. And then I want you to think about drawing your belly button in. So we're activating that core. And imagine you've got a tray of drinks on your back. So we don't want it arching, we want to keep it as flat as possible. We're then going to inhale. On the exhale, have a go at extending opposite arm and leg. And then inhale, center. Exhale, extend. Inhale, center. So you can either keep it on the floor, keeping that back nice and flat, or you can have a go, takes a bit of balance, extending the opposite arm and leg, but bringing it up to shoulder height and hip height. And then down. So extend, shoulder height, hip height, and then down. Good. So really find that balance. Just make sure we're not bringing the leg up too high. We don't want to topple forward. We want to keep that back nice and neutral, nice and flat, having that tray of drinks on the back. Good. So exhale through the effort. Inhale, center. We're going to go one more either side. Exhale. Inhale, center. And then when you're ready, we're going to come back. Okay, stay where you are. We're going to bring our chin up. We're going to we're going to point our bottom back, basically, creating a lovely arch in the back. We're going to take a nice big inhale. On the exhale, bring the chin to the chest, round that back, squeeze that core, and we're coming into that cat crunch. So inhale, chin up, point that bottom back, that tailbone back, and then exhale, chin to the chest, squeeze that core round that back as much as you can. Let's go for 3 more of these. Good, last 2. And then one more. Wonderful. Good. Okay, from there, we're going to take it back onto our heels and come into what we call child's pose. Sitting back on the heels, reach those thumbs out in front, extend the fingertips, feel that stretch across the back. Think about your breathing. Inhale through the nose and exhale out through the mouth. Fantastic. Okay, from here we're going to come on to our tummies and we're going to focus on our back and all of those muscles. So onto our fronts, we're going to have our hands to the side and we're going to have the forearms down. We're just going to target the lower back area. So we're going to inhale. On the exhale, raise up, keep the forearms down, and you should feel that in the lower back, and then inhale down. So exhale up, feel that in the lower back, that's what the muscles were activating, and then inhale down. So exhale up, inhale lower. So it's a really, really small movement, hopefully really effective. You should be feeling that in that lower back. Good, we're going to go for two more. So exhale up, relax your legs. Inhale down, last one. And then we're going to make the movement a little bit bigger. So this time we're going to have the hands to the side. We're going to inhale. On the exhale, we're going to push ourselves up, drop the shoulders down at the top, bring that chin up into a back extension. Inhale, lower down. So exhale, push away. Inhale, lower. So really make sure the shoulders are not at the top, but we drop them back down. Exhale, push. Inhale down. Okay, let's go two more. Exhale up. Good. On a day-to-day basis, we're not used to bending our spine this way. So it does take a bit of practice, and this is what Pilates is great for. So reaching back, wonderful, and then down. Great. Okay, from here, take it back to your child's pose again. If you want to start opening up the hips, open up the knees. You're going to take a seat back, fall into that stretch, and hold it there. Inhale through the nose and exhale out through the mouth. Lovely. Okay, we're going to come on to our backs and we're going to think about some core engagement. So onto our backs. Relax the neck and the shoulders down. Make sure you're nice and comfortable. And all I want you to do is practice some pelvic tilt. So you're going to tilt the pelvis away and then tilt the pelvis towards you. So we're tilting the pelvis away, creating that nice kind of arch in the back, and then tilt the pelvis towards you. Good. Okay, one more of these. And then I want you to pause and tilt the pelvis towards you. You should feel your back is super glued to the mat, and you should feel your core muscles drawn in. And that is core engagement. So it's a bit of a pelvic tilt towards you. From here, bring the arms to the side. We're going to float one leg up to tabletop without the pelvis moving. So we don't want to tilt it back. Keep it tucked under towards you. We're going to float the other leg up and you should feel core engaged, back super glued to the mat. Bring the feet and the knees together and we're just going to hold and we're going to breathe. So inhale through the nose and exhale out through the mouth, and just get used to that feeling. Nothing in the lower back. Keep the pelvis tilted towards you, core muscles drawn in. Brilliant. Okay, keep breathing. Inhale through the nose and exhale out through the mouth, and relax the neck and the shoulders. And then last one. Okay, from here we're going to have a go at doing a slow controlled cycle, and we're just going to start to cycle those legs. Same again, pelvis is tilted towards you. If you were to arch, I don't know whether you can see, but there's now a big gap between the back and the mat. That is not good. So pelvis tilted towards you. Feel that in the core. Cycle those legs. Good. Change the direction of the cycle. So pedal the other way. Good. That should be right in the core. Wonderful. Keep going. Let's go. 4, 3, 2, 1, and then feet down. Okay, that was more the lower core. Let's focus on the upper. So hands on the forearms, feet hip width apart. We're going to inhale. On the exhale, bring the chin to the chest. I want you to reach the fingertips up towards those knees. Squeeze all the air out. Look between the knees. Inhale, lower. So exhale up, squeeze. Inhale, lower. Good. So no tension in the neck or the shoulders. It's all from that core there, the upper core. Reach the fingertips as far as you comfortably can. Exhale up. Good. Okay, let's go 3 more. So exhale up. Inhale, lower. 2. And then last one. Wonderful. And release. Good. Okay, keep your feet where they are. We're going to take it into a shoulder bridge. So we're going to inhale. On the exhale, tilt the pelvis toward you, which we've been practicing. And then vertebrae by vertebrae. So you've got 33 vertebrae in your spine. You're going to lift your bottom up. Lift up the lower back, mid back, upper back. Squeeze your bottom cheeks and then flip the arms up and over. Nice big inhale at the top. And then exhale, arms come down, and then bring your upper part of the back down, mid part, lower part, pelvis, and then bottom cheeks. You're really thinking about creating that nice curve in the spine. So let's go again. Inhale. On the exhale, pelvis tilt, lower back, mid back, upper back, arms come up and over. Inhale. On the exhale, arms come down. Now think about dropping upper part of the back, mid part, lower, pelvis, bottom. Okay, 2 more. Wonderful. So you've got 33 vertebrae, bony bits in your spine, and we're trying to focus on mobilizing all of them. Wonderful. Creating this lovely kind of wave in the spine. And then last one. Good. Nice big inhale at the top. And then exhale, floating it down. Lovely. Brilliant. From there, we're going to bring the knees in towards the chest. Rock from side to side. Give that back a gentle massage. And then we're just going to start to open up the hips. So place the hands on the knees, draw some circles. And then change the direction. Okay, so the next movement, we're going to open up the hip and try and think about engaging the core muscles. So getting a little bit more complex now. Place your left foot down on the mat, right leg up towards the ceiling. We're going to inhale, point the toe. Exhale, lead with the heel down. Inhale, toe up. Exhale, heel down. So we're keeping the pelvis nice and still. Do tilt the pelvis towards you like we practiced with that core engagement. Once you've thought about the breathing, inhale, toe up. Exhale, heel down. If you can, we're going to raise up the head and the shoulder blades just to deepen those core muscles. So we're activating the leg muscles, keeping the pelvis nice and still, drawing that core in. So inhale, toe up, exhale, heel down. 2 more. Inhale, toe up, exhale, heel down. Last one. Inhale, toe up, exhale, heel down. Good. If you can, place that right foot down. Left leg up towards the ceiling. Inhale, toe up, exhale, heel down. So on the other leg now, make sure you have changed. If having the head up is too much, then you can always place the head and the shoulder blades back down on the mat. But think about drawing that core in, drawing that belly button in. Inhale, toe up, exhale, heel down. Inhale, toe up, exhale, heel down. Good. 2 more. Wonderful. Last one. Fantastic. Good. Come into a full body stretch, lengthen out the fingers and those toes. Take a nice big inhale. On the exhale, we're going to draw the right knee in towards the chest. Hold that stretch. If you want to ease out the ankle, you can. Hopefully there's not too many clicks. And then change the direction. Fantastic. And gently release. Good. Come back into your full body stretch. Take a nice big inhale. On the exhale, reach and draw that left leg towards the chest. Same again, hold the stretch. If you want to ease out the ankle, you can. And then change the direction. Wonderful. And gently release. Good. Okay, from here, we're going to very nice and gently come up to a seated position. Fantastic. And then last off, we're just going to come into a bit of a stretch. So let's extend our right leg. And then we're going to bring the left leg over and give it a hug. So giving that leg a hug, feeling that stretch in the bottom cheek. And then only if you'd like to, you can add some rotation and look over the shoulder and just hold it there. Breathe into the stretch. Good, and think with your breathing, inhale through the nose and exhale out through the mouth. Let's go again, inhale through the nose and exhale out through the mouth. Good, okay, gently release. We're gonna go on to the other side, so reaching that other knee across, giving it a stretch. Thinking about that breathing, inhale through the nose and exhale out through the mouth. You can hold that stretch there if you'd like, or if you want to add that rotation, you can. So looking over that shoulder, that bent knee. Inhale through the nose and exhale out through the mouth. Good, one more, big inhale and exhale. Lovely. Okay, come into a seated position. So you can be cross-legged, you can have the legs out in front, whatever is most comfortable for you. We're going to bring the arms up. We're going to inhale. On the exhale, look over to one side, getting some rotation in that spine. Inhale, center. Exhale, over to the other side. Good. Inhale, center. Exhale. So always exhale through the effort. And then inhale, center. All right, one more either side. And then last one. Wonderful. And then back down. Good. Roll the shoulders up and back down. Remember to breathe. And then we're going to inhale, bring the shoulders up. Exhale, drop them down. Inhale, up. Exhale, drop them down. Two more. And then last one. Good. Very gently ease out the neck. Inhale for one way. Exhale to look the other way. Good, just mobilizing that neck. And then nice and gently bringing it back to center. Reach up towards the ceiling, take a nice big inhale. On the exhale, float those arms down. Wonderful. Brilliant. Amazing. Thank you so much for joining me for today. I hope you found that beneficial and were able to focus on the breathing, thinking inhale through the nose and always exhale out through the mouth. And then also thinking about that core engagement and just practice, just tilting that pelvis so your back is relaxed, but your core is engaged. So those are kind of my top tips just to really focus on, and always think about the quality over the movement, the control and slowing it down rather than rushing and getting through those repetitions. So hopefully that has helped. If you would like some more beginner Pilates, then do comment, do let me know, because I'm very happy to record some more for you guys, because Pilates is very complex. There's a lot to think about, and hopefully just breaking down the movement can be quite helpful, just to kind of get you thinking about what muscle groups you're working, how to breathe, and just engaging the right muscles, I guess. So have a fantastic rest of the day. Continue stretching, drink plenty of water, keep smiling, and hopefully I'll get to see you soon.